NCNA up 4.54%. This is Monday, the 20th of October, 2025. Intraday high in this session, $7.8. The stock the company disclosed some positive outcomes on Saturday. Yeah, I think so. It's Saturday or the post market session of Friday, but probably that is why we had this intraday high and in this post pre market session. But in any case, it has given up the gains it ran up. It has given up much of the gains it ran up. Okay, so the extrapolation is saying that this strength it's currently showing may remain in place up till the close of tomorrow's trading session. Projections are currently saying 5.97, 6.34, 6.59, and indeed 7.80. It's an upper projection because it couldn't go beyond that. It's a resistance, a different type of resistance because it was tested and actualized, and since it's above these sort of ones, since it is above 5.97, 6.34, 6.56, the probability of it of being tested again is there as well. It's there. And indeed, it has actually printed the highs of 7.02. So yeah, that will be this. This is an intraday high, probably. Yeah, an intraday high. I'm not sure if it's a 52-week high. Surely, an intraday high. Okay. After the close of tomorrow's trading session, we might see a contraction. No guarantee again that that will be the case. Okay, so let's see what we have in terms of its price pressure momentums. The 10 and 21. Let's see here. Let's see. The 10 and 21 period moving average, they are trending. So positions opened all the way back to 84 hours ago are in profit as things stand right now. Okay. However, the derivatives are still negative. Let's see whether they are, yeah, they are actually improving because the stock, is, as of Friday the 17th, it actually lost 1.36%. So the selling pressure was quite high then. It's buying pressure is erasing all of that. But as a matter of fact, okay, let's see what do we have. We are selling pressure is decreasing. Is it decreasing? Let's see. Not really. No. Okay. Well, buying pressure is increasing, but it's also not as much. Not as much. The pace has actually dropped from what we can clearly see here. But in any case, it's a mix of things. Maybe that's why the algos are not extrapolating anything. Anything parabolic. Any any strong uptrend. It's not really doing that as things stand right now. Let's just quickly have a look at its underlying trend. It's currently not trading the market. This is the pre-market session, so the line trend is a bearish one here. Okay, so but the stock was trending, is trending right now. Let's see. We're just going to find out what's going on, what's behind this balls that's going on with it.
NuCana, NCNA, is gaining strong momentum after releasing positive preclinical data on its lead cancer treatment candidate, NUC 7738. The data highlighted promising synergistic effects when combined with PD-1 inhibitors, suggesting the potential for significant tumor reduction in future clinical applications. This synergy has sparked intense discussion among retail traders, biotech investors, and analysts, many of whom view the results as a major validation of the company's ProTide technology platform. Beyond the science, the market buzz is intensifying around acquisition speculation, with some community members pointing to the drug's mechanism of action as highly attractive to larger pharmaceutical companies seeking to expand their immuno-oncology pipelines. The chatter has been amplified by the stock's low float, which increases the potential for sharp price movements if buying pressure builds. Looking ahead, investors are laser focused on upcoming data presentations and conference appearances, which could serve as major catalysts. A strong showing or early clinical updates could significantly boost sentiment and drive valuation higher. However, Some are also noting the need to watch for dilution or offerings, as smaller biotech firms often leverage positive momentum to strengthen their balance sheets. In summary, NCNA is trending not only because of scientific promise, but also due to speculation around strategic interest and timing of future catalysts, making it a stock to watch closely in the short term.
Okay, so that's what's going on. In terms of its, in terms of the market, I think it doesn't look that liquid at the moment. Doesn't look so liquid at the moment. Not active that much. Let's see. Let's quickly see if we can find um, the volumes that have crossed the tape so far. In the last 1 hour, 67,000. Before now, 534,000. Okay, so roughly more than let's just say around 600,000. No, not okay. Let's say roughly 600,000 shares have crossed the tape so far. Well, it's not out of place. It's This is the pre-market session, so a lot is not really expected of it. I mean, if heavy volumes have not crossed the tape, it's not out of place at all. Yeah. What are the odds of it retesting the highs of $7.02? We can just quickly find out what that will be. All we need to do is remove this indicator here and reapply the standard deviation to give us the standard deviation quantity. Standard deviation. Okay, so we have that. So we are going to point it to 10 because we are going to consider 10 the 10 period moving average in this estimation. So we have here 7.02, and the first moving average is, let's see, 7.02, 5.29. So I don't think it's going to be fantastic. It's not going to be it's surely less than 50%, but it could also be, I don't think it's going to be more than 2%, but let's just, let's not conclude first, but there's a good chance that might be the case, 5.25. And then we have 0.66. Okay, so let's drop the calculator. Okay, so our target, which is the raw score, 7.02, and then standard deviation is, sorry, moving average is 7.25. Standard deviation is 0.666. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, 0.04%, 0.04%. So yeah, very tiny probability that it will happen. But it does not mean it won't happen. With all of that, a lot can still happen. This was actually printed. When was this printed? It was actually printed this month. Yeah, around roughly 2 weeks ago, thereabouts. So the odds of it printing is there, nominally, but statistically not very high. At the same time, it could still happen, So because the stock is actually seems to be the trend is more of a contraction of the expansion that began in late September. So we could even defy this extrapolation and go on and retest 7.02. But we can clearly see here today it actually blew past 7.08. Okay, statistically here, it's also looking like, yeah, it's looking like that because we can see we have the same value. We have the same value we have here. If you look over here, this is where the first moving average is. So it says over here when we place our cursor there, 7.8, you can see that moving average is at 5.25. So the odds of it retesting 7.8, 7.08, not very high, but don't count it out. Don't count it out. So thank you very much for watching this video.